This segment is sponsored by Trey Harrell Law. It's time for Trey Helps with attorney Trey Harrell. Trey, I want to welcome you to the show today. And today we're going to be answering some of those mostly frequently asked questions. Always a pleasure to have you with us, sir. You know, a lot of people get legal information from their friends, from their neighbors, hear it in conversations, and most, if not 90, maybe 100% of those people that they hear it from are not law-abiding or lawyers, I should say.
They're probably law-abiding citizens.
Some of them might not even be
law-abiding. Let's hope they're law-abiding citizens, right?
But they get misinformation. They get misinformation about things. Oh, I had a friend, he had a car accident, blah, 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 and he got $10 million. It's probably not that. But people need to get the right information. What is one of the most important things to do after a car accident? This is step by step by step.
Before I answer that, I'm actually glad we're talking about actual law stuff, because normally we're either talking about the playlist or the Harrell Family Park or some of the other stuff that we've got going on. And my wife fusses at me because I need to talk about the business. So now we're talking about the business, so that's good.
She's a smart lady.
She's a very smart lady. Lot better than I deserve, but a very smart and good-looking woman. But what is the most important thing to do after a car accident is clearly to make sure you're okay. And what I mean by that is you've been in an accident. You don't necessarily know, the adrenaline's flowing. You need to make sure that there's nothing wrong with you. You need to make sure that you didn't hit your head on the windshield or on the steering wheel or on the window. You need to just make sure you're okay. And following that, you need to contact law enforcement. You need to make sure you get all the records of what's going on and make sure it's properly recorded from law enforcement. And then also, to get it properly recorded, make sure you're taking pictures and video of the scene so that you have a good record to prove whatever you need to prove if the insurance company tries to mess with you.
You cannot take enough pictures.
Cannot take enough pictures.
If you've taken, well, I've got 100 pictures. Well, you take more pictures. Take as many as you can, and because that is the proof. The proof is in the picture.
And it doesn't matter what happened. It matters what you can prove. That's an old lawyer saying way back when. And I think it is so crucial.
It doesn't matter what has happened. It's what you can prove. I like that.
That is a true statement. I think that's a sad statement, but that's a true statement. And so it's so important. The beauty of those pictures are nowadays with your smartphone. Once it's all said and done, you can delete them.
How are attorney fees paid for a car accident lawsuit?
I can't speak for all law firms, but I can speak for my law firm. We work on a contingency fee, which is very basic, which means if you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Plain and simple. So it's a clear scenario. There is no risk for you in doing this, because we want to make sure that you get your treatment done, you get everything handled, you get what you need to be, and if we can't prove to the insurance company that you needed and you deserve compensation, then it doesn't cost you anything. Which I think is the way it should be, because you're putting your trust in my office. You're doing all the things to get better. If we mess up, that's on us. But luckily we haven't messed up yet.
That's true. That's true. When should how many 5-star reviews?
Well over 200, only 5-star reviews. We are so blessed that our former clients and clients feel that strongly about us, so we're just honored for that.
And that's how the word gets around, that's for sure. When should I hire a car accident attorney, and why?
If it is significant damage or an injury, or you're injured. Additionally, if the insurance company gives you any pushback, you should reach out to an attorney. And it's really easy when you reach out to us, because we can probably just sign you up over the phone. We can shoot you either a text for you to electronically sign or an email to electronically sign. So once you start getting that pushback from the insurance company, give us a call and we will take it from there.
What happens if I get into an accident and the person that is at fault, the other driver, the other person, they're not insured?
Luckily, if you have insurance in the state of South Carolina, we have what's called uninsured motorist coverage. It's required to be in all of the policies that are listed in South Carolina.
In the state of South Carolina.
In the state of South Carolina.
Other states, it might not be required.
Might not be. So it's so well done that we have that put there, because it's always there. So if somebody hits you and runs away, give us a call. We'll help you go get that coverage. If somebody hits you and says, oh, sorry, I don't have insurance, make sure you get your police report, but then give us a call. We'll help you go figure that out.
Take a picture of that person. If they won't give you their driver's license, or at least show you their driver's license, get information on their car. Take a picture of that person. Take a picture of their car license plate. See their driver's license. Don't take a picture of it.
Yeah,
Take a picture of the whole license.
And if they get mad about you doing that, that's on them. Don't let somebody get annoyed or perturbed with you and keep you from getting what you need so you can get the compensation you deserve when you've been hurt. Because you got to remember, that person did something wrong to you. It's not your fault. It's their fault. And you need to be able to do what you got to do. Now, it takes personal responsibility to go figure out how to get what you deserve. It's not just handed to you, but do what you got to do to protect your rights.
And something that you stated in the first question, what is one of the first things that you do after a car accident? The adrenaline is flowing. Yeah. It is flowing big time. I've been in just a couple of little minor ones, and the adrenaline is flowing because it's something that's just totally out of the ordinary for your day-to-day rhythm. But to try to remain as calm as possible, take a couple of deep breaths, because you're not going to be, your blood pressure, your heartbeat is not going to be the same after the accident, immediately after the accident, as it was 30 seconds before the accident.
And we get calls from folks 2, 3, 4 days, 5 days, a week after the accident that are now feeling some pain, soreness in the neck, stiffness in the back. And it's related because your body relaxes over time after you've been tense, and you start to feel those kind of injuries. So it's something to be aware of, and don't be afraid to go after what you deserve. Don't let an insurance adjuster tell you, oh, you don't need a lawyer. The moment someone tells you, you don't need a lawyer, you probably need a lawyer. I mean, right?
Because again, as we were talking, that check is probably going to be minimal. I mean, sometimes that check could be $1,000 when, in a sense, it could be well over $100,000.
A lot more. We've talked about previously where I had a guy who was offered $2,500 initially. We got him over $250,000.
Wow.
So it's one of those scenarios where you've got to pay attention and do what you've got to do. Now that's not every case. It's every case is different, but you just have to do the things to protect your rights and make sure you're paying attention. And clearly, if an insurance company tells you you don't need a lawyer, know that they have tons of lawyers.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my uncle used to be an insurance defense lawyer, so we know all this stuff.
Exactly. Trey Harrell, always a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Trey Helps, thank you so very much. Give these folks a call. They do such a fabulous job. All 5-star reviews. More Lowcountry Live right after this. Stay with us.